Yeah, so at the Hillcrest Bruce mission, we have a preschool that we've been operating for over 30 years. And we always think about preschool, getting kids ready to go to kindergarten. But what happens at our preschool is so much more. Our teacher, who's been with us for about 17 years now, Pam, she always tells the story about as she's getting kids off the van, she's grabbing them and putting them onto the porch. And as she's grabbing them, she's telling them, I love you, I love you. And one of the little boys stops her and says, say that again. And she says, I love you. And he said, say it again. And she said, I love you. She said, why are you having me say this to you? He said, no one's ever told me that before. And so you realize at that point that it's not just an education or getting kids ready for preschool that you're providing. It's really showing them that someone loves them, that Jesus loves them, and that may be the thing that makes the biggest difference in their life. And we see that demonstrated in our kids. One of the first things that they do when they come into preschool each day is they have circle time where they share their prayer requests, the struggles that they and their families are having. And by the end of the year, little 3 and 4 year olds are leading the prayer time and asking their friends what they've got to pray about. And so you always wonder how much of a difference that makes. And at the graduation we had a couple years ago, one of the parents came up to me and said, you know, we can't eat anymore unless we say grace. And then you realize that really what we do is equip little missionaries to go out into the unchurched homes, you know, and bring the knowledge and the spirit and the love of Jesus into their home for folks that may never ever step into a church. And it makes such a difference. And in fact, this year we had one of our little girls that had been with us for a couple years and is getting ready to go to the big school, as she said. And her question was, well, what am I going to do when I go to the big school? Because how am I going to talk to God? And that was her biggest concern, was about the prayer time and being able to talk to God. And we were able to reassure her, you know, that God is everywhere and that she'll be able to pray and talk to God and still have Him in her life, no matter where she's at.